everyone. Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing? This is just Drew with a new video. Today we're going to do a sketch on an iPad of floor plan. Just a one-story floor plan. Something simple, something super basic. Just something to have a list of different rooms, some of our ideas, and then sketching out, and see what we get. We're not trying to design anything crazy, anything amazing. We just want to do something basic. So yeah, let's get started. Okay. So let's just write down a list of wants, right? So what do we want in our one-story house? Right? Kitchen. Some basic stuff, right? Kitchen. We want dining room. Kitchen, dining room. What else do we want? Of course, living room. Want our living room. Yep. Our living room. What else? We want our master bedroom. And let's just say, let's do 2 additional bedrooms. So 2 bedrooms, right? And then for the master and for the 2 bedrooms, each of those should have their own bathroom, right? So you want obviously 1 master bath, and then we're gonna do 1 common bath, right? And that's kind of like a super simple basic floor plan with all that you need for a home, right? You got your kitchen, you got your dining room. Dining room's kind of flexible too. Some people don't even have dining rooms, but dining room, living room, master bedroom, 2 bedrooms, 1 master bath, common bath, right? And let's just say also, for bonus, we'll do kind of like a mudroom / laundry. So that's what we got. We have our kitchen, dining, living, master, 2 bedrooms, master, common, mudroom, laundry. So for this, again, just 1 story, 1 floor, to fit all this in, basic common, start, with a square. Trying to fit everything into a square. I do have an idea how I want to split it up. Usually when you have a 1 story, 1 floor house, you kind of want to separate your private spaces from your semi-public spaces, right? Like your bedroom away from your living room, things like that. So what I kind of want to do is do it in an elongated rectangle with a little bit of push and pulling so the elevations can look a little nicer. Sometimes when you do design your floor plans, you have elevations in mind for your design. So I do want to do something like that. So even just drawing that, I'm thinking of having like a line straight through, right? Separating our public from our private. So maybe this side, again, our push and pulling, maybe something like that. This is just quick sketch idea, something like that. And then, if this is going to be our public area, you come, you walk, we're here somewhere in the front. Most likely driveway here, so maybe we want a mudroom somewhere there. Simple sketches. And then, maybe some kind of common hallway. Again, not to scale right now. This is just sketching it out, getting our ideas to go out. Breaking up the bedroom. And then something like this, maybe. Right? You have our 2 bedrooms, a master. See, and then get some color involved. Master. Bedroom 1. Bedroom 2. Put MB. And then just put CV for a common bath, right? So something like this, right? So now we got kind of our private spaces from our list situated there. Again, right? We already kind of thought about it really quickly. This would be our mud. A mud with our laundry. And then this is where everything else is going to happen. Right now I am thinking kitchen in the rear, living in front. Normally we walk in, if you don't have like a foyer, you're walking in with a nice grand space. When things are simplified, you usually just walk in the living room, right? So we're thinking living room here. So I'm also thinking living room we want here, kitchen in the back, Let's see. I'm thinking of doing having like some sort of pantry there for the kitchen area. And what we can do also, maybe even comes out a little bit further, right? Because the hallway is essentially going to be here. Something like that. Quick sketches again. This would be like our dining. Get like some type of wall here. And now, this is what we got, quick and simple. Pantry, kitchen, living, dining. So let's take a look. Kitchen, check. Dining, living, master, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, master bath, common bath, mudroom laundry. Boop. Nope. Boop. And then a pantry too. We added that in there. So that's our additional, something that's pretty useful to have. You can, a walk-in pantry, you can put in your bigger appliances too that you can take out. So you have a cleaner counter space when you need to. And then, your bigger cases of water, things like that can be in there without clogging up the kitchen. So that's a quick sketch. We got our private area. And then our more public area. Simple. So our next thing, what we're going to do, how do you do this again? Here we go. The next thing, we're going to take this. Sometimes it doesn't copy very well. If you guys are ever using notes on iPad, let me know if you have the same issue when you copy and paste. But, watch. Like all that, like what's that there? He's got, weird looking. But, we're just going to erase some of this. Grab it again. Scale it down, because now what we're going to do. It's kind of like our key. What we're going to do now is try to scale it. The floor plan. Now we're going to scale the floor plan. Right? Now, we made our sketch. We kind of just eyeball things, put walls here, there, whatever. Now we're going to scale this floor plan so it can be more real, right? Idea is, let's start from our left side and work our way. Start from the left side and left side, right side, left, right. So, bedroom sizes, right? Right now we're on the left, so let's work on our bedroom sizes. Typical, again, this is a smaller space, smaller house. So typically a comfortable bedroom, in my opinion, would be at least a 10 by 10, 10 by 10, something like that. So we can kind of put in our head, okay, for bedroom 1 and bedroom 2, 10 by 10. Bedroom 1, bedroom 2, 10 by 10. So that's kind of the idea for that. And then for master, of course, we want a bigger size room, right? So maybe 14 by something, get an extra 4 feet in there. So start with that. Let's kind of zoom in, and then I'll use green to kind of get my scaling going. So let's start there, right? So we can start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 there. And then I kind of have an idea too, like now that I'm thinking of sketching, right? 10, boom, we're getting that wall here. Now we're working on interior, so we're just digging interior spaces. So we know we're working 10 there. We have a hallway in there, comfortable hallway, typically 3.5 feet wide. We're just going to say 4 for now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now this is 14. And what I like to do is this too. You'll see in a moment. And then now we want another 14 for our master. So we're just going to count 10, 14. So it's going to be 28 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14's here. We can actually, we'll do this as a memory thing. Okay. Right, so now we kind of have our walls here. Okay, so let's just make a straightaway. 0, work our way up. Doesn't matter if it's wobbly, we're just going to hold it. And then we get that straight line there. So now, again, we're going left to right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, that's our 10 mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's that. And then we are going to be cutting right through that a little bit. So I'm going to go over here and then grab our black color. So it's straight there. Boom, we have that. Same thing with this, right? 10 by 10. Boom, and right here. There we go. And we got our rooms there. We're going to bump this out, but we'll get there in a moment. Bring that out. And then bring this out. Okay, it doesn't even go exactly where it needs to be. Okay. And again, this is going to be a bigger room, right? We're just going to bring this line all the way down. That's that. And then start moving over here, right? So we got our dining room essentially is our idea to have there, right? Let's actually erase this because that's going to be our hallway, right? So let's go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there's our 5. Bring that down. Straighten that. And then now we're going to go over. We have dining room is our idea. Dining room. Maybe the door's on the right of that dining room because we have a wall here for it. And then essentially going to be in the living room space. But we also want to have kind of like a phantom corridor, right? We don't want to walk directly between a couch or 2 couches inside the living room, right? We want to have like this invisible hallway to kind of separate entering from the main door, giving yourself a pathway through the house without actually cutting through the living room. So our phantom corridor, I'm going to try to do about 4 feet, right? Because we have a hallway here 4 feet. Again, you know, when we bring this into Revit, again, when we bring this into Revit, we will get things more scaled. Exactly, counting wall thickness, going to the hallway of actually being 3.5, something a little bit more comfortable, not taking up too much space. But for now, we'll just call it 4 feet. So this is our 0 here, or our 20. We can say 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I get 24, but let's do this. 4, 24. Oops, excuse me, bring this back. For our dining room, let's say for now, let's just make it 10 feet wide. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that's our 10 spot. 10 feet wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 14. 14. And we want 4-foot wide phantom corridor space. Okay, and then about 14 for our living room. Okay, you make it 16. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. I think we're just fine. That's more like 20, 30. Go. 30 there. 16. There we go. Perfect. So now let's draw our lines. We want it from here. Oh, more like here. All the way through. And then we hold. Boom. Then let's bring this all the way up. Then bring this across. And then we can just erase the little nub there. Oh. There we go. Now that we draw this square here, I'm getting the idea right here, right? What do we have? We had the wall there, pantry, and then common bath, master bath. I think if we do this exact piece, it will make the master bedroom in the scale too small, right? Like we're pushing things over here and we can't have that. What I think we can do is kind of manipulate this space a bit. I think we can do something quite nice. So what I think we can do is create a walk-in closet space here, a bath here, master bath here, excuse me, common bath here, walk-in closet here, our master bath here. So when you walk through, and then a little pantry here, and then we got our dining right here, right? So let's do this easy stuff here. Again, 10 feet wide, that's where we're going. Hold. Hold. Beautiful. I think what would be nice to do, if we go, let's go to the color. We go about, let's just say, we're going this way now, right? So 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. We take 7 away, that gives us 13. Not too bad. I'm gonna draw this line straight down. Right? So now what we have is our width for both our walk-in closet and our common bath. Common bath, we're just gonna keep it 7 by 5. So we did our 7 width already. Now we go 5 high. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here, give that across. Boom. That is our common bath. And here, I'm going to do a walk through here. Is hers, something like that. And then our bath here. So we can just bring this across, keep it simple. Decent sized bath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, keep it there, something like that. Something like that. And then here, doesn't have to be as deep, obviously. And then that can be our pantry. Right? So if we had like our door there, something like this. You know, the idea. And then that could be our bath there. And our pantry there. Right? Let's write this stuff down. So we have our master, bed 1, bed 2, common bath, master bath here, pan, and then we got our walk and closet, and then our dining here. And then now, let's just get some rooms in. I kind of want to follow this wall, so this can be a bigger room instead of bringing it here. So I'm going to just bring this across from here. Real quick. Sloppy line. Perfect line. Right. So now, again, 4 here, right? I'm going to bring this up. Just cut that just so I know I'm cutting there. Something like that. So now, living, and then our kitchen. It's something super simple, right? We even have enough space just to add it in there for our mud room, laundry room. Here, do a quick sketch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't have to be big. There we go. Made it a little bit deeper so we can fit in the washer dryers without a problem. Okay. 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 Yeah, that's what we're thinking there. So we even have our counter space here. Something like this. Bring this straight across. Door can be over here somewhere. And then we can have a nice little island. 1, 2, 3. Get around somewhere here. Decent island too. Something like that. And then here, this can just be where TV can be mounted there somewhere. We have our main door here. Have our couch here. Something like that. End table. Same thing here. End table here. It's a way big couch. Something like that. And then this, we can leave this open too. If we want an open space here for the dining. And then somewhere here to cut through. A little too big actually. Too wide. About 4 foot wide if we are scaling that. You know, something simple. There we go. And then for these bedrooms here, right? This can be where our egress window is located. Right. That's a little closet there. So now we're talking about 8. We can do stretch that up a foot, make this 3, make this 11, take that 2, and then you have a 9-foot gap in there. So I think when we truly do our Revit design, that's what we'll do. So this can be a better bedroom size. Walk-in closet here. You know, you can put this is community bathroom, so I can really go wherever. Let's just see. Tub, toilet, sink. Perfect. Something like that. Door here. Door could go here if we wanted to. Maybe not. Because we kind of want to have this be maybe like the TV wall area in a way. So we have some nice windows here, a couple windows there. Don't really want the door by your head either, right? So maybe we'll just bring it up a little bit. Okay. And then this, our mudroom. Super simple, super basic. We even have some little bit of furniture layout, something easy. Just to get the idea across. Again, we're just sketching a floor plan to later on bring into Revit and then design it to the T2 scale using our dimension lines, locking things into place, and then putting our components in there to really bring it to life. Picking our siding, color, material, things like that to kind of really show it. But this is just get our idea across. Sometimes when people are sketching, they're designing in Revit, using the computer to sketch. Sometimes and that works, and sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes it's easier just to grab a pencil, paper, a pen, an iPad, and sketch this way to kind of get through things quickly and faster, so we can get the idea out and then bring it into AutoCAD or Revit and then scale things and then make our tweaks from there, right? Because even before here, this was our first sketch. This was our idea first. Like, oh, let's do this. But then once we started scaling things, things changed, especially around this area, which is okay. That's fine. That happens. And then you make your adjustments, and you get into a more realistic floor plan layout. So that's it. Really simple floor plan layout. And then this was just for part one, just to get this down. And then the next part two, will be doing it in Revit, getting things to scale, showing it how it's done on the computer. Again, this stuff is not tutorial stuff. I'm just sketching out loud with you guys, bringing in an ASMR aspect of it, and having fun. Again, this channel, super random stuff, some architecture stuff, some video game stuff, random typical ASMR tabbing materials, just doing a little bit of whatever, bit of what I know, and then bringing it into the ASMR light. But that's it. Hope you guys had a good time. I hope you feel relaxed. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.